Falsifiability, the bedrock of rational thinking. Did you know that some of the most widely believed ideas in history were never actually proven true? From ancient myths to modern conspiracy theories, humans have a knack for clinging to unfalsifiable claims. But what if there was a way to separate fact from fiction, to distinguish between genuine scientific theories and pseudoscience? Enter the concept of falsifiability, a powerful mental model that forms the foundation of rational thinking and scientific inquiry. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of falsifiability, its crucial role in shaping our understanding of reality, and how you can apply this principle to become a more critical thinker in your daily life. By the end, you'll have a new tool in your mental toolkit to navigate the complex landscape of ideas and claims that surround us. If you'd like to learn more about other mental models like this one, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. The foundations of falsifiability. Falsifiability emerged as a key concept in the philosophy of science in the mid-20th century, largely thanks to the work of Karl Popper. Popper argued that the strength of a scientific theory lies not in its ability to be proven true, but in its potential to be proven false. This seemingly counterintuitive idea revolutionized our understanding of scientific progress. At its core, falsifiability demands that a claim or theory must be specific enough to be tested and potentially disproven. If a statement is constructed in such a way that no possible observation could prove it wrong, it falls outside the realm of scientific inquiry. This doesn't necessarily mean the statement is false. It simply means it's not scientifically verifiable. Consider the difference between these two statements. 1. All swans are white. 2. There exists a swan that is not white. The first statement is falsifiable because we could potentially find a non-white swan, disproving the claim. The second statement, however, is not falsifiable because no matter how many white swans we observe, we can never conclusively prove that a non-white swan doesn't exist somewhere. The flat Earth theory, a classic example of unfalsifiable claims. To truly grasp the importance of falsifiability, let's examine one of the most notorious examples of unfalsifiable thinking, the flat Earth theory. Despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, a small but vocal group of people continue to believe that the Earth is flat rather than spherical. The modern flat Earth movement provides a fascinating case study in how unfalsifiable claims persist in the face of contradictory evidence. Flat Earth believers often construct their arguments in ways that make them impossible to disprove conclusively. For instance, they might claim that all photos of the Earth from space are fabrications, or that the curvature of the Earth's surface is an optical illusion. These arguments are designed to be immune to evidence. No matter what proof is presented, flat earthers can always claim it's part of a vast conspiracy or a misinterpretation of reality. This resistance to falsification places the flat Earth theory firmly outside the realm of scientific discourse. However, it's worth noting that the spherical Earth model is eminently falsifiable. We could, in theory, disprove it by finding a literal edge of the world, or by observing phenomena that are incompatible with a spherical planet. The fact that no such observations have been made, despite centuries of exploration and scientific advancement, lends strong support to the spherical Earth model. The flat Earth example illustrates a crucial point about falsifiability. It's not about proving ideas wrong, but about constructing theories in ways that allow for potential disproof. This openness to challenge and revision is what drives scientific progress and distinguishes it from dogma or conspiracy theories. Sports analytics, using falsifiable hypotheses to improve team performance. From the abstract world of scientific philosophy, let's pivot to a more concrete application of falsifiability. Sports analytics, particularly in baseball. This field has revolutionized how teams approach the game, and it's built on the foundation of falsifiable hypotheses. In 2002, the Oakland Athletics, under general manager Billy Beane, famously used data analysis to build a competitive team on a shoestring budget. Their approach, popularized by Michael Lewis's book, Moneyball, challenged traditional baseball wisdom with falsifiable claims. For instance, The A's hypothesized that on-base percentage was more valuable than batting average in predicting offensive success. This claim was falsifiable because it could be tested against real-world data. If the hypothesis were false, teams built around players with high on-base percentages would underperform compared to teams favoring high batting averages. The beauty of this approach is its openness to revision. If the data had shown that on-base percentage wasn't as valuable as predicted, the A's could have adjusted their strategy. This willingness to be proven wrong, the essence of falsifiability, allowed for rapid improvement and innovation. Today, every Major League Baseball team employs data analysts, and the sport has been transformed by falsifiable hypotheses about player performance, game strategy, and even injury prevention. Teams constantly test ideas about which metrics best predict success, adjusting their strategies based on the results. For example, the Houston Astros hypothesized that extreme defensive shifts, radically repositioning fielders based on a batter's tendencies, would reduce opponents. This claim was highly falsifiable. If incorrect, the Astros would allow more runs than traditional defensive alignments. The strategy's success led to its widespread adoption across the league. The application of falsifiability in sports analytics extends beyond baseball. In basketball, the Golden State Warriors' emphasis on three-point shooting was based on falsifiable claims about scoring efficiency. In soccer, teams use data to test hypotheses about optimal passing strategies and player positioning. These examples demonstrate how falsifiability drives progress not just in science, but in any field where theories can be tested against real-world outcomes. By framing strategies as falsifiable hypotheses, sports teams can rapidly iterate and improve, gaining a competitive edge. Corporate sustainability claims, verifying environmental impact. As we move from the playing field to the corporate boardroom, falsifiability takes on a new importance in the realm of corporate sustainability claims. With growing consumer awareness about environmental issues, many companies have made bold proclamations about their eco-friendly practices. However, not all of these claims stand up to scrutiny. And falsifiability provides a crucial tool for separating genuine environmental efforts from greenwashing. Consider the case of Volkswagen's emissions scandal, uncovered in 2015. The company had claimed its diesel engines were clean and environmentally friendly, a statement that should have been falsifiable through emissions testing. When independent researchers conducted real-world tests, they found that the cars emitted far more pollutants than allowed under regulations, effectively falsifying Volkswagen's claims. This scandal highlights the importance of falsifiability in corporate sustainability efforts. Claims about environmental impact should be specific, measurable, and open to independent verification. Vague statements like, "We're committed to sustainability," are essentially unfalsifiable and therefore carry little weight. In contrast, companies that embrace falsifiability in their sustainability claims often lead their industries in genuine environmental progress. Patagonia, the outdoor clothing company, provides a good example. They make specific, falsifiable claims about their products and practices, such as the percentage of recycled materials used in their garments, or the carbon footprint of their supply chain. Patagonia goes further by encouraging independent audits of their practices and openly discussing areas where they fall short of their goals. This approach not only builds trust with consumers, but also drives continuous improvement within the company. If a sustainability initiative isn't delivering the expected results, Patagonia can adjust its approach based on the data. Another example is Interface, a carpet manufacturer that set the ambitious goal of having zero negative impact on the environment by 2020. This overarching aim was broken down into specific falsifiable targets, such as reducing water usage by a certain percentage or eliminating waste sent to landfills. By framing their goals in falsifiable terms, Interface was able to measure progress, identify challenges, and adapt their strategies over time. The importance of falsifiability in corporate sustainability extends beyond individual companies to entire industries. The Science Based Targets initiative, for instance, helps companies set emission reduction goals that are in line with climate science. These targets are falsifiable because they're based on specific metrics and timeframes, allowing for clear evaluation of whether a company is meeting its commitments. As consumers and investors become more sophisticated in their understanding of environmental issues, the ability to make and verify falsifiable claims about sustainability will likely become a key differentiator for companies. Those who embrace this approach will be better positioned to make genuine environmental improvements and build trust with their stakeholders. Applying falsifiability in everyday life. While falsifiability might seem like a concept reserved for scientists and philosophers, it has practical applications in our daily lives. By adopting a falsifiability mindset, we can improve our decision-making, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. In personal finance, for example, we can apply falsifiability to test our beliefs about spending and saving. If you believe that cutting out your daily coffee will significantly improve your finances, you can test this hypothesis by tracking your spending before and after making the change. This approach allows you to base your financial decisions on evidence rather than assumptions. In relationships, falsifiability can help us avoid unfounded generalizations. Instead of making unfalsifiable claims like, "You never listened to me," we can frame our concerns in more specific, testable terms. In our last 3 conversations about household chores, I felt that my suggestions were dismissed. This approach opens the door to constructive dialogue and problem solving. Even in areas like personal productivity, falsifiability can be a powerful tool. If you believe that you work best in the morning, you can test this hypothesis by tracking your output at different times of day. By being open to falsifying our assumptions, we can optimize our habits and routines based on evidence rather than intuition or hearsay. Challenges and limitations of falsifiability. While falsifiability is a powerful concept, it's not without its challenges and limitations. In some fields, particularly in theoretical physics and cosmology, ideas can be proposed that are currently unfalsifiable due to technological limitations. String theory, for instance, makes predictions that we currently lack the means to test experimentally. Moreover, strict adherence to falsifiability can sometimes lead to the rejection of valuable ideas that are not yet fully formulated. In the early stages of developing a theory, scientists might work with concepts that are not immediately falsifiable, but could lead to testable predictions in the future. There's also the challenge of applying falsifiability to complex systems, where isolating variables is difficult. In fields like economics or climate science, the interplay of numerous factors can make it challenging to design clear-cut, falsifiable hypotheses. Despite these limitations, the principle of falsifiability remains a crucial tool for critical thinking and scientific progress. By striving to frame our ideas in falsifiable terms whenever possible, we open ourselves up to correction and improvement. Conclusion. Falsifiability is more than just a philosophical concept. It's a powerful tool for distinguishing between robust theories and unfounded beliefs. From the courts of science to the baseball diamond, from corporate boardrooms to our personal lives, embracing falsifiability can lead to better decision-making and a clearer understanding of the world around us. As we navigate an increasingly complex information landscape, how can we apply the principle of falsifiability to become more discerning consumers of ideas? Share your thoughts in a comment below.